Coming up on this end of summer edition of Inside Bellingham, what is a paramedic and what does it take to be one? And Kim Spence introduces us to a dirt bike jumping enthusiast and the park he got the city to build. And a summer of service for Bellingham teens. What's that mean and what's in it for them? All this and a summer harvest ripe with fun, right here on Inside Bellingham. Hi, and welcome to Inside Bellingham. I'm Doug Waldo. Every Wednesday in Fairhaven, they have the farmers market at Village Green. Not so long ago, Village Green was just a neglected area in back of some buildings in Fairhaven. Now, however, it's a dynamic, vibrant part of the community here. It provides a delightful place for activities from lawn bowling to music performances to Wednesday's farmers market. Vendors come from all over with summer's splendid harvest of fresh, locally grown produce and a fun selection of handmade items and shiny baubles to peruse and enjoy. Boy, all this food looks great. You know, when school's out, all the kids can't wait to get outside and have fun with their friends. Well, for teens in Bellingham, there's an option that combines friendship and fun with service and leadership. It's called Summer of Service. And through it, teens volunteer for a variety of community projects serving people, animals, and our environment. Summer of Service Program Coordinator and AmeriCorps volunteer Megan Rogers and some spirited local teenagers share their recent summer volunteer experiences.
The Summer of Service program is a teen volunteer program for teens ages 13 through 17, and it's run through the Bellingham Parks and Recreation Department. During the school year, it runs on Saturdays and on half days and holidays, and usually during the winter and spring breaks, they run camps. And then over the summertime, it's week-long camps all summer long. Usually we have about 12 to 13 teenagers a part of our program from all different walks of life and from all different middle schools and high schools.
Sitting at home, it's not doing anything for me. I'm just kind of sitting there, nothing's going on, but I feel like I'm actually accomplishing something by being here. So I'm doing something to help out everyone.
We are cleaning up this beach, trying to help the community and the environment by getting rid of the garbage here. This car battery weighs like 50 pounds.
The goal of the program is to make teenagers aware of their community and the role that they can play within the community, what they can give back, and the fact that they're a part of a larger picture and they have a crucial role in that.
I think it's nice. It feels good to know that you're helping someone besides yourself.
And I don't know if you guys encountered the man walking his dog along the beach, but he came up to a couple of us and made sure to say thank you, because he comes down here and picks up trash just when he comes to use the park for walking his dog and playing.
Yeah, he was blown away that you guys were volunteering. He said, "Oh, so you're I said, "We're with Parks and Rec." He said, "Oh, so you're getting paid?" And I said, "No, they're volunteering." I said, "Wow, thanks." So, good job.
There's probably about 30 to 40 different agencies and organizations that we work with. And there's an educational twist to it as well. I always ask that the agency or organization give a little synopsis of what they do so that the teenagers get an understanding of the purpose and meaning of the organization within the community.
Car wash to fight AIDS in the public market parking lot. All donations go to helping children with AIDS.
At the project sites, I try to encourage the students or the teenagers to really own what they're doing and just run with it, to create or to give as much as they want. And some of the students, they just run with it, and it's a beautiful thing when that happens.
Let me see your car wash spirit. What's that you say? I say, let me see your car wash spirit. What's that you say? I say, ooh, ah, 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 ooh, ah, 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 ooh, ah, 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 ooh. Rubber time now, ooh, ah, 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 ooh, ah, 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 ooh, ah, 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 ooh. Back in line. Come on.
Sometimes the teenagers find their path in life here, or maybe one of the paths that they want to take in life through this program, because it gives them a lot of different kind of opportunities. Every day is different in our camps.
I think more people should volunteer because it's a great experience. You feel better about yourself and you feel better about your community, and you're helping building bonds with everything, and it just makes you a better person. So everybody should volunteer.
The more people we have out here helping, the better place Bellingham will be. A better city, a nicer place, and better environmentally.
I know I'm making a difference in some little way. I don't know. Just doing something.
For more information on the Teen Summer of Service and other volunteer opportunities offered year-round through the Bellingham Parks and Recreation Department, call 676-6985 or visit www.cob.org/parks. Let's see, okay, yeah. You know, in my youth, when I was a champion dirt biker, I could do this. Okay. I never was a champion dirt biker, but okay. I never rode a dirt bike, but I do know what they are, as do most of the teens in Bellingham. In fact, it's not every day that our elected officials get a correspondence that begins, "Hello, let me cut this short because it's late and I have school tomorrow." But that is the very email sent to Mayor Mark Osmondson that launched Bellingham's dirt bike jump park near Civic Field. Kim Spence talks with the letter's author, David Waugh, who actually is a dirt biker.
Please try to go with this plan. It's something we have needed for a long time. Plus, that it is something I wanted for Christmas, but I didn't think that would happen, but now it can.
When you were a 12-year-old middle schooler and you wrote to the mayor asking to create this bike jump park, what did you think would happen?
I was just asking for a public place to build jumps or have jumps built. So I really didn't know what would happen, and it was kind of a surprise that I got anything back.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you do to make the park happen?
I just organized people online and got people to come help.
So you were one of the main organizers. Did you help build the jumps as well?
Oh yeah, I was out here building, and I have been since.
Tell me about some of the features of the park here.
Well, it's got jumps for every skill level, from tabletops to the bigger gaps. They range in height from about 2 feet to 6 feet, and all of them are sort of steep because that's how dirt jumps are.
What would you advise people who want to come here and ride? What should they know before they come?
Well, they don't really need to know anything, just how to ride a bike, okay? And they can just come out and start on the smaller jumps and work their way up from there if they can. Definitely know your limits and wear a helmet and gloves or shin guards if you want to wear them. Any kind of bike works, but I'd say a hardtail mountain bike is the best, or BMX.
What kind of feeling do you get when you're out here riding?
I like it. It's kind of nice to know that I got it built for myself and for everyone else.
Leslie, thanks for meeting me out here today. What was David Waugh's part in this?
Well, he's the one that wrote an email to the mayor saying this would be great to have, and since we'd already been hearing from people, we knew it was something that was gaining interest in the community. David actually also was involved in getting some of the donations, the engineering and some of the construction, and actually helping with the construction. So he played a big role.
So what is the advantage of having a park as opposed to having the dirt jumps, spread throughout the city?
Because this was an activity that people were starting to get involved in, we were actually seeing hills and jumps being built in some of the woods, and it was disrupting some of the vegetation, and there's stormwater runoff issues with doing that in our parks, damage to the forest. So it's better to have it in an area where it's actually allowed and permitted, and then we don't have some of that other damage in our other parks and forests.
And what would you say are the main successes of the park?
Well, it gives kids a safe place to ride. It's conveniently located. The volunteer effort and that the community got involved. We had donations from engineering firms, surveying, a construction company, and it was great that they donated that to have something happen in the community.
Whether you brave these jumps or whether you prefer a little less extreme exercise, you have to admire the spunk of a 12-year-old working to make his dream come true. The collaboration between volunteers and city staff helped make this happen, and in the process, helped make Bellingham a better place.
For more information about the Dirt Jump Park near Civic Field, visit the Whatcom Independent Mountain Peddlers website at www.wimsmtb.com. And you can contact the Parks and Recreation Department at 676-6985 or visit www.cob.org/parks. Well, it's the end of August, and we got a bit of a surprise. Let me introduce to you the guy that did the surprise, Mayor Mark Osmundson. After 20 years in politics, you decided to call it quits. How come?
Well, I have always wanted to be in public service, but it was never my intention to be an elected official my entire career. And an opportunity came up to work with an agency that I am very passionate about what they do, and I feel like the City of Bellingham as an organization has really never been in a better place to allow me to make a change. Great department heads, great staff, good financial circumstances, and it's also an opportunity for some fresh perspectives to come into city government. As you said, this is my 20th year as a local elected official, and as much as I absolutely love it, there are certainly going to be people with other ideas and other visions and other levels of energy for taking Bellingham to the next level.
What are you most proud of?
Oh, actually, that's a tough question because I'm proud of so very many things. One of the things I'm proud of is what we're sitting in right now with Fairhaven Village Green, which is a public-private collaboration where the city bought the property and provided about $500,000 for the development of this park, and then the private donors came up with another $350,000 to make it from something that would have been pretty simple to something that's very spectacular. Same thing with the Depot Market Squares. The great success of 2 greenways levies while I've been in office. The work that we did after the tragic pipeline explosion, getting changes in the federal law that make pipelines safer throughout the country. Building really strong relationships with our congressional delegation and our state legislature, which have resulted in literally millions and millions of dollars coming to Bellingham for special projects. Going to all renewable electricity for the city is a wonderful step that I'm proud of. And perhaps I'm most proud of the people that I get to work with. I've been fortunate to have discovered that I have a skill in hiring and have a great team of department heads. So it's proud of a lot, and love the group, love this group.
Well, you will be missed.
It's been a great honor for me to serve the citizens of Bellingham for 2 decades, and I mean, it's a rare honor. It's a rare treat for any human being to be able to have this opportunity, and I am and will be eternally grateful.
Boy, I'm going to really enjoy eating this. We asked Bellingham firefighter and paramedic Brian Flannelly to help us answer our Ask the City question for this edition of Inside Bellingham. Our viewers want to know, what is a paramedic? And what kind of training do you have to become one?
The term paramedic has become widely known in recent years. In fact, the general public now associates the word with any person who responds to any medical emergency. However, the title refers to a specific level of skills, training, and national certification, which are held by a relatively small number of people. Here in Whatcom County, the only full-time paramedics are the 39 employees of the Bellingham Fire Department who are assigned to the Whatcom Medic 1 program. Let's have a look at what it takes to become a paramedic. In addition to their fire training, new employees are required to become certified at the emergency medical technician level during their probationary year. This course is 150 hours long and is taught through Bellingham Technical College. Here, the students begin learning about anatomy and physiology and how to perform basic skills such as bandaging, splinting, spinal mobilization, and the use of the automatic defibrillation device. After the student passes the Washington State exams, they begin to provide patient care at the basic life support level. Once they are assigned to an engine crew, the firefighter EMT will respond on a BLS ambulance to non-life-threatening calls. They begin to develop an experience base which will help them decide if they want to continue their education and move to the paramedic level. If they are accepted for the paramedic training course, the employee begins an intensive 2,000-hour program which is also taught through Bellingham Technical College. Paramedic students receive additional training in cardiology, pharmacology, and begin learning how to start IVs, interpret 12-lead EKGs, intubate, and administer a wide range of medications. Physicians are an integral part of this education, both in the classroom and clinical phases. One of the most important rotations is in St. Joseph's Emergency Room Department.
Ill patients, particularly critically ill patients who come to the ER, if they have been treated appropriately in the field with sophisticated medications, airway control, including intubation, which is a difficult procedure, if they are stabilized with appropriate intravenous lines, appropriate medications, and appropriate life-threatening medications or procedures, it makes our job so much easier, and it increases potential salvageability or survival.
You mentioned intubation. Our next stop is actually going up to see Dr. Sean Sullivan in the operating room.
Well, airway management and endotracheal intubation in particular are far and away the most important skills and some of the most critical and life-saving skills that an anesthesiologist, an ER physician, and a paramedic would need to know to take care of patients.
Can you briefly describe the procedure?
Sure. Airway management and endotracheal intubation in particular is the passing of a soft tube through the mouth into the windpipe or trachea of a patient in order to be able to ventilate the lungs and provide oxygen, and to reduce the chance of the patient aspirating. We are all, as physicians, committed to the training of paramedics in airway management in general and endotracheal intubation in particular.
I know as a paramedic I come back and essentially retrain at fairly regular intervals. It always amazes me the difference between the initial training I received in here versus things out in the real world. Upside down cars, in ditches, the middle of the night. Without your training, there's no way we could do what we do. Our paramedic students also do rotations in intensive care, labor and delivery, and they work with the respiratory therapy department. In addition, we also go down to Seattle for rotations at Children's Hospital to learn about pediatrics and at Harborview Hospital's Burn Center.
Well, certification is just the beginning of the process. Continuing education is the ongoing steps that occur after certification. Mandated activities by the state, activities that we add in, such as research studies, such as the current National Institutes of Health study we're doing, and then, of course, an evaluation of new technologies and new knowledge as knowledge evolves. We want our personnel to be the best. We want them integrated with the entire system. We want to be able to provide the best care for the citizens of our community.
Regardless of whether it's an earthquake, pandemic, man-made disaster, or any one of the thousands of routine emergencies that we encounter every day, paramedics and EMTs are an integral part of our medical system. Whether your medical emergency requires basic or advanced life support skills, the Bellingham Fire Department and Whatcom Medic 1 stand ready to provide the best care possible.
If you would like to find out more about the Bellingham Fire Department, you can visit their website at www.cob.org/fire. Boy, my wife would really love these wooden barrettes. You know, for years, city officials have encouraged people not to wash their cars in their driveways or on the street to protect our streams and the critters who live in them. Recent changes to Bellingham regulations now make it illegal to discharge anything but rainwater into our storm drains. Now here's more about why the city is implementing these laws and what you can do to keep your car clean and shiny.
Recently, the City of Bellingham has enacted additional regulations to be in compliance with national and state standards for stormwater. And part of those regulations include even small things like washing of cars. The only thing that should be going into our stormwater drains is rainwater. And anything that is injected into that system is considered to be an illicit discharge.
What happens when you wash your car is not only are you washing off all the accumulated road dirt, which contains heavy metals and suspended solids, oils and greases, but you're also washing into the waterways the detergents that you're using to wash your car. And detergents can kill fish and harm fish in very, very small quantities. We actually did some testing of a car wash up the street here, and what we found is almost 7 parts per million of surfactants from the detergents in that car wash water. As little as 2 parts per million can kill fish eggs. Also a good idea if you can keep your cars maintained so that they're not leaking brake fluid and power steering fluid and all sorts of other oils and greases onto the waterway, because those all affect aquatic life as well. We found zinc, lead, copper, cadmium, all at highly elevated levels, much higher than surface water standards allow and even higher than stormwater standards allow. If you need to wash your car at home, it's better if you can wash it on the grass or on some gravel area rather than in your driveway, because one of the other things that happens when you wash your car is you pick up heat from the pavement. Usually it's a nice sunny day, you're washing your car, and that heat heats up the water, and the water runs into the streams at a higher temperature, raising the temperature of the water, which is also harmful to fish and other aquatic organisms. We recommend that people use either a commercial car wash or some of the environmental friendly car washes that the city has set up around town.
The City of Bellingham, in concert with car wash managers and businesses, is attempting to provide an alternative that is more ecologically friendly, that doesn't cause degradation to our streams, and improves the health of our streams for the fish that reside in them.
Well, the Charity Wash program we started about 6 years ago, and approximately 80 charities have done this, and they've sold about 7,000 washes. And we've had charities sell as many as 500 tickets. We give the charities 3 weeks to sell the tickets, and then the tickets have an expiration date of 3 months after that. So if you purchase a ticket, then you have up to 3 months to use it and can wait for the day that you would want to use it on. Washes cost $8 and we split it. They get $4 and we get $4. They just turn back the tickets they don't use and give us $4 for the ones that they've sold. The advantages of bringing your car to a commercial car wash are many. One is it uses much less water than you would at home and in the driveway, when you use about 60 to 100 gallons of fresh water. Here we only use about 12 gallons of fresh water to wash your car, and the rest is all recycled. Also, at a commercial car wash, the pollutants are trapped here and go into the sewer system and don't go into the storm drain.
We're protecting all surface waters in the state of Washington. Any water that flows to a surface water, be it a stream, be it to Bellingham Bay, be it to Lake Whatcom, they're all regulated, and we want to protect them all.
You can find out more about the Car Wash Coupon Program by calling 734-1300. For more information about ways you can save water and protect the environment, visit the Public Works website at www.cob.org/pw. The City Council recently established the City of Bellingham as a national leader in support of renewable energy. And you can do your part to help protect the environment by joining the Bellingham Green Power Community Challenge. In this month's Inside Tip, we'll tell you more. City officials' unanimous decision to green 100% of the electricity used in city operations in 2007 will make the City of Bellingham the 6th largest purchaser of renewable energy in the nation by a local government, according to officials at the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. Green power is electricity that is produced by clean, renewable sources, such as wind and solar power. City officials say the city's green power purchase represents the elimination of about 13,000 tons of carbon dioxide pollution. That's like not driving 22 million miles. City officials are purchasing enough green energy credits to support all of the electricity used to run city facilities, from the fire station on Deemer Road to the Post Point wastewater treatment plant and all the parks and street lights in between. This action is part of the Bellingham Green Power Community Challenge, a community-wide campaign to promote renewable energy. The City of Bellingham, Sustainable Connections, and Puget Sound Energy are all working together to urge residents and businesses to sign up for green power. Your participation supports the continued development of renewable energy resources right here in the Pacific Northwest. For information, visit the City of Bellingham website and click on the Green Power Challenge button. Oh yeah, that feels really good. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this summer's end edition of Inside Bellingham. It'll air several times each week. You can find out when by checking the BTV10 schedule on our website or by looking at Saturday's Bellingham Herald newspaper. If you have feedback or ideas, we'd love to hear from you. You can reach us through our website or directly via email. Don't forget, school's back in session. Please drive carefully, especially in school zones and near school bus stops. And keep a lookout for our kids walking and biking to school. Oh, by the way, it may be September, but Bellingham's Farmers Market is still going strong. Saturdays at Depot Market Square downtown, and of course, Wednesdays here at Village Green in Fairhaven. I'm Doug Waldo. Thanks for watching.